Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Your family traditions, culture, and stories are your legacy. So is your health history. Join the All of Us research program and share your health information. Through research, your legacy can help build a healthier future for all of us.
Hello everyone, this is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening Birmingham, but today I am not in Birmingham. I am in the Port City, Mobile for the Port City Classic for Alabama State versus Grambling State, and haven't been down to Mobile in a while, but I kind of like it down here that the weather's a little bit different. It's, you know, I think the cold front kicked in a little. Yeah, it's nice. Yes, I see the riverboat and everything. Off the water. So as you all know, I've been doing a lot of interviews with the All of Us research team. I'm back in Mobile with some of the great people that's doing here in Mobile today. So on my left, Dr. Ashley Williams, and actually on my right, Ms. Jill Bowers. Ladies, how are you all today?
We are well. How are you?
Fabulous.
Great. So tell me about all the great things all of us have been doing in Mobile area.
Yes, so thank you for having us. First of all of us has been in Mobile for going on 6 years now. And so we aim to do a lot of community engagement with our different sectors of our community. Right now we are partnering with community-based organizations to actually go into the community and offer pop-up style enrollment real-time on site to get more people involved with minority representation involved in biomedical research.
Okay, for people who have never heard of this programming before, Dr. Williams, what is the All of Us research program?
Yes, All of Us is a program that is intentional about getting communities out and involved in research. For far too long, our communities have not been as participatory in research, and so the goal of this is to make sure that we're accounted for and that there's diversity in the program as we learn about the health issues that affect the individual and how they vary and differ among people.
So, Jill, what type of, maybe I should, the doctor, but you'll know this too, what types of medical information will someone get from participating in this program?
Yeah, so this is what really makes All of Us different from a lot of clinical research programs or other biomedical research programs. As a participant in All of Us, you get 3 reports back, finding out information specific to your health. So you get an ancestry report back to tell us where your ancestors originated from throughout the world. You also get a hereditary disease risk report back. We know that heart disease and cancer are 2 illnesses that affect the African American communities and other minority communities disproportionately. And so because of that, all of us recognizes that. And we want to let people know what is their risk of acquiring heart disease and or cancer, given their genetic makeup. We also give back a free drug gene report. We call that a pharmacological report. And basically it tells an individual how quickly or how slowly their body is able to break down prescription drugs that our providers will write for them when diagnosed with an illness or disease.
Okay, and one of the things, like I've gotten my results back, and I'm actually going to do a future upcoming episode on it. It's real interesting, like about the ancestry, and also it tells you whether you're lactose intolerant,
yes, the fun traits,
and all that types of great stuff. So, Dr. Williams, I hear this term called precision medicine.
Yes.
What does that term mean?
Yeah, so precision medicine is essentially no longer looking at diseases and the treatments of diseases as a one-size-fits-all. It is really what risk factors and protective factors do you as an individual come with versus the entirety. And so what do you come with and how do we specifically treat you? So if the 3 of us, God forbid, developed a disease, instead of saying, okay, this is the treatment for that disease, they'll say, number 1, this is what you come with and this is how we treat your disease. Number 2, you're different. Even though you have the same disease process, the treatment may vary. And so it's becoming exactly what it sounds like, precision. So instead of the one size fits all, it's this works best for you or this doesn't work for you. this works best for you or doesn't work best for you.
Okay, well, let's address the elephant in the room and people that's probably watching this podcast when they hear about this great research study is these folks give my information. And since we talking to a primarily African American, they get this information from black folks. And we don't, trust them other folks get their information. So how does all of us ensure the DNA and the data security?
So first of all of us recognizes that there is a lot of distrust that exists in the minority communities, not just African Americans, but minorities in general. And so I think that's the first real meaningful thing to address is the distrust and being very transparent. So yes, we have those conversations. We actually purposefully go out and engage with these communities, and we start there with the conversation because that's the elephant, the pink elephant in the room. So when we address distrust, we talk about what are some of the issues or concerns that you as African Americans or minorities that you have with participating in biomedical research. We often hear, well, I'm giving you my blood or I'm giving you information and I don't know what you're doing with my blood or my information. And that's a very valid concern, and rightfully so. So we make it a point to make sure that our community knows once we receive your blood, we're sending your blood to our biobank at Vanderbilt University. And biobank stores your blood in a protected facility for analyzation. Okay. We give them the steps, the concrete steps of where their information and where their biospecimens will be stored. Okay. We also let them know at any time, should they choose not to participate or withdraw from the program, they do have that option, because as a participant in the All of Us research program, we want you to feel valued and we want you to feel like a partner. So in order for us to make you feel valued and for you to partner with us, we have to be very clear and transparent about the information that you're giving to us and what we're doing with that information. The All of Us team and the All of Us research program sign certificates of confidentiality with the federal government, which is a very strict process, a very tight, secure process that all of us staff, local staff here in Mobile and all over the country, we have to go through protocol training to ensure that we are adhering to the utmost protective, secure measures to make sure that there is no breach of data or a breach of information, private information that participants are sharing with us. But we can't 100% guarantee everything. Just like when we use our debit cards, there is a possibility that there will be a breach. And when there is a breach, we are notified. We will do the same with all of this research program. Of course, we aim for no breaches, but if there is ever a breach, then we do and will notify the participant. We've never had that to happen because of our strict security measures that are in place, that we have to make sure annually that we update. And the federal government tests to make sure that our information is secure and that the information that we're returning to the participant is returned in a secure manner.
One thing I like about this program is, and I'm going to mention also, is that you can opt out of this at any time.
Yes.
It's a 10-year journey.
It's a 10-year journey.
And as we all know, your health can change dramatically in 10 years. Heck, it can change dramatically in 3 months or 2 days later,
Right.
So Dr. Williams, how does this research study, in your opinion, differ from other ones you've been chosen to work on?
I think the thing that I love most about the All of Us research project is that it is intentionally inclusive. And as I mentioned previously, for far too long, our communities haven't had the, I think, appropriate inroad into research. And a lot of the treatments that we've come up with through research hasn't been tested on us. And we come oftentimes with disease processes that are far more aggressive than our counterparts. And so now that we're being involved in research and the research is meeting us where we are, I think our outcomes will improve based on this model.
Okay, so Jill, tell me about some, like you mentioned earlier, some of the places you've been to that you had to do some, I call it the pop-up
The
shop.
pop-up clinic
Clinics.
model, pop-up shop.
Yes.
Yes. So we have participated in the Sisters for Life, which
Okay.
is a huge women's health expo that is held here, right here at the convention center every May, and we anticipate to be a part of that again in the very near future. We've also had an opportunity recently to pop up at some of our feeder pattern elementary schools. Holloway Elementary School, shout out to Holloway Elementary School. They have been wonderful with allowing us to come in on a teacher work day to talk to teachers and staff, cafeteria workers, custodians about the All of Us Research Program and get them enrolled and signed up in the All of Us Research Program. We're also working with our next opportunity to pop up at VIA, which is an elderly or senior citizen center, because again, All of Us is trying to recruit people from across the lifespan. Anyone the age of 19 years of age or older in the state of Alabama can participate and enroll into the program. So wherever there's people and there is an interest in joining All of Us, we are ready to show up, educate, and enroll.
And one thing I want to say, you can get a free Fitbit.
You can get a free
You walk around here, Fitbit. They can track you, all your steps and everything. And you know, you come to this convention, so you can do some steps.
And so this Fitbit that he's talking about is linked to his All of Us account when he enrolled into the program. So that's tracking, that's another health behavior and measure that we're tracking and connecting to your electronic health records that you've shared through your participation in the All of Us Research Program. So thank you for being a valued participant in the program.
Yeah, oh my, and like this thought just came in my head. Like your body is like a car, and one thing about your body is before that check engine light comes on, you're gonna get a warning.
Yes.
And I guess kind of going somewhere before that heart attack comes, if it was high blood pressure. But one thing great about the All of Us program, it gives you an advanced, I want to call it diagnostic test.
Yes.
Okay, this may be coming down the road 5, 10 years. Not giving you a death sentence, not saying just go ahead and get your affairs in order and go ahead and bury it. But no, just telling you that, look, watch out for these particular signs.
Right, and I think, far too often in our community when we talk about health issues, we like to kind of skirt them under the rug. Or we laugh about it, or we know about it, but we don't do anything to act on it or to prevent it, or we're not proactive. All of Us Research Program is a proactive resource to really empower you, to educate you, to inform you on what your risk is. Because if it's your risk, it's also potentially other family members' risk. Think about your children or think about your siblings. So now that you know you may be at an increased risk of developing a certain illness or disease, specifically cancer or heart disease, there are things that we can do within our family to really protect us so that we can live longer, healthier lives, because that's what it's all about ultimately. We want longevity in our lives. And so programs like this, and All of Us is just one of a precision medicine based program. But programs like these we need more of, and we need you to participate to really inform research and change how medicine is practiced in the future. It cannot be all of us without you. It cannot be all of us without you. So really we are encouraging our community to join the program.
And I always mention, like they say, the term like health is wealth.
Health is wealth, true.
And also think about this. You viewers that's probably watching this on live or you got to record later, it's going to be posted think about it. They already know information about you. You tell them on Facebook what you do. Tell you through your debit card transactions. This is, at least with this information, you getting it back about you instead of you giving it to them.
Right. And what you choose to do with the information that you're receiving with the All of Us Research Program is totally up to you. I would encourage you to share it with your healthcare provider. It would be in your best interest to do so. So we can talk about preventative things and proactive things that you can do to counter your risk.
Okay, so one thing I always like to do when I always do these interviews is, before we end, two things, like a quick bio and a fun fact about each other.
Fun fact. Fun
Okay.
fact about each other, or?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so.
I guess.
Fun fact.
Things you like, the hobbies.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead, Jim.
Fun fact, I'm a triplet. I have an identical twin sister who looks like me, and people get us all confused all the time. We answer to both names, so I go by Miss Reed and Miss Bowers. So, fun fact.
I'm gonna go with hobbies. I love, you made me think of it when you said health is the real wealth, but I love real estate and renovations. So my husband and I do a lot of that together in all of our spare time.
And one thing I always like to ask Todd, so why you chose a career in medicine?
That's a good question. Growing up, I actually wanted to do everything but be a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom always said, you're going to be a doctor, so naturally I didn't want to be a doctor. But as I kind of went through school and I got to shadow a cardiologist, I knew that I wanted to be in medicine. I thought I wanted to be a cardiologist, but I ended up switching and am now a trauma and burn surgeon.
Okay. And you chose a career.
So I started out in education.
Okay.
I graduated from Tuskegee University,
Okay.
HBCU, biology major.
Okay.
And immediately following my graduation, I started teaching at a local middle school here in Mobile and taught biology for 12 or 13 years. And I loved genetics, always loved genetics. Loved genetics in college, loved teaching genetics. And genetics was just something, I guess it was innate. It was an intrinsic desire, a love for it, because I am a triplet, and genetically something happened to produce multiples. And so education was a field that I enjoyed, teaching young people. And when I went back to school to get my master's in public health education with a concentration focus in community health, because I love my community, I love Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And so coupling education with community health just comes naturally for me to really talk to our community about how to be a healthier community. So it's still in the field of education, and it still has that love for biology and science and genetics, but it's engaging people all the time within the community to help them see and understand the value in a healthier lifestyle to promote that.
So I guess I'm gonna call this in almost like altar call. It's really a word. So if you felt moved, what's the number here in Mobile to call if they want to join all of us?
Yes, so there are two ways to join.
Okay.
If you would like to join, the number to call is 251-471-7708. Or you can use your cellular device, your cell phone, everybody has it. If you have an Android or an Apple, you go to your App Store or your Google Play Store and type in All of Us Research Program, and the little blue app will come up. You download that app and get you started. Once you download the app, you create your account, we get your information, we'll call you and welcome you to the program and schedule you an appointment for you to come in.
And also, they're going to love me for this, but I think I know this number by heart. 833-JOIN-UAB if you're in Birmingham watching this.
Yes, you're right.
I know it by heart now.
Yes.
So, but one of the things, you do get $25. Do $25?
We do. We give you $25 as a token of appreciation for taking a little bit of your time, because it does take about 45 minutes of your time out of the day to come and join and complete your enrollment. So as a thank you, we gift you with that $25 cash here at the convention center if you're coming down here today. And if you're in Birmingham or other parts of our southern network, which is also, we have a site at our LSU site and Tulane site in Louisiana, because we are playing Grambling, so I know I have some Grambling stakeholders that are here or that are listening. But we do have sites across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama regions. And if you join, yes, you do receive that token of appreciation for joining.
And one thing I want to mention too before we close is once you get the results, you can sit down with a genetic counselor. They're going to explain this information to you, because it can be eye-opening, but it can shock some people too.
Yes. Yes, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because the results are totally optional. Some people elect to not receive their results, and some people say yes, they would like to receive their results. Everything is voluntary. You have to consent to receive your results before all of us releases your results. If you say yes, all of us releases your results. We like to do it in a responsible manner. So if you are at an increased risk of developing cancer or heart disease, and you have said yes, you would like to know this information, we will then ask you, would you like us to link you to a genetics counselor to help you digest this information and understand what the implications are and what your next steps should be. And if you say yes, then we will link you to that genetics counselor to help you identify next steps for you.
And remember, everybody, going back to the car analogy, it's better to fix the car before the check engine light comes on.
Yes.
Don't just keep going, don't just get the oil change. Do the recommended service.
The maintenance that's needed every how many miles? 5,000, 3,000?
Yes, do the body maintenance, everybody. Because I'm telling you, like, this is a very, you don't get this type of, like, I think you do like 23andMe.
And that costs money. All of us is free.
This is free.
It's free.
You'll get more information.
Yeah, health-related information.
Health-related information. You can find out where you come from.
Yes.
I'll give y'all a little spoiler alert. I'm from West Africa. 82% of it.
I have 15% Ireland.
Oh, Ireland. Oh,
but that explained my grandmother's red hair and her fair complexion. Ireland.
Yeah, so thank you all for coming on today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Thank you all for watching live. I'm going to be doing some more lives while I'm here in Mobile. Make sure you come by and check out the game tomorrow between Alabama State and Grambling State University. Thank you all for watching. Please check out whatshappeningbirmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got over 1,000 subscribers. This is episode 503. 503. Maybe like 504.
503 and 251.
Yeah, 251. Yeah. I want to see 504 boys. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Enjoy all of us. Remember what I told you about the car. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.